Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I am showing you the process of me creating my first few pages in my December daily mini book for this year. And so right now I am just doing the kind of first page, so kind of like a cover page, and I'm keeping it really simple. I have this beautiful paper from Seuss Fish as my first page, and so what I've done here is I've clipped the December and the 2020 pieces. Those were from a cut apart from the Paper Person shop, so I've clipped it there with one of those little Felicity Jane mini wide paper clips, and I am toying with this winter sticker piece, which is from the Crepe Paper Snow and Cocoa 6x12 sticker sheet, and I'm pairing it with this Hello piece. It's a chipboard piece from, oh my god, it's one of those old Heidi Swap, I think it's like a Heidi Swap Project Life Value kit, but I've had it in my stash for forever, and so I'm finally using the Hello piece here. And it's basically just going to say Hello Winter, and that is pretty much my cover page. And so this next spread here, I'm calling it like my day zero spread. It's basically my reasons why page. Even though I don't really journal a reason why, I just kind of journal. So I guess an introduction to my mini book. You know me and my journals. I like them to have an introduction page. Same with my December dailies. I treat them as little mini like journals. And so I kind of wanted to have an intro page here. And so I have this spread here. On the back side of that Seuss Fish paper is another Seuss Fish printable paper. I actually printed it upside down, so it looks kind of weird, but it doesn't matter. I cover most of it up with some grid paper so that I can do my journaling there. And now I'm using this, it's a calendar cut apart. It's from one of the cut aparts from the Crepe Paper Snow and Cocoa. It was like a big sheet of just calendars, and so I've cut out one of the December calendars because I always like including a monthly calendar in my December daily, and it's not for like marking off anything, it's just to have it there. I don't know why, I just like having something that has the calendar of December in my mini book. It's just a thing. I think most of my December dailies have some sort of calendar, and so what I've done there is that I've backed it with some paper from the Paper Person shop because I didn't like the back of the original paper there, and so I'm just using the offcut from that paper when I trimmed it off, and I'm just gluing it to the journaling spot there. And now I am just embellishing. I'm taking one of these little freckled fawn foam stickers. It says hope, and I'm just putting it there. And I go to journal about hope on my reasons why page. And so for this book here, I kind of wanted to channel hope. I think I write in my journaling, December is all about hope, because it is the last month of this year, and let's be honest, all of us had a really rough time this year. I know I did. And so my kind of thoughts for next year are very hopeful. And so you see here, I kind of put this, it's kind of like a floral piece from a really old Seuss Fish printable. I don't think she has any of these older ones up in her shop, but I have a bunch of them, and so I had this in my stash and I put it there because it matches and it has that kind of holiday-y feel, I guess you can say, and the colors of course match. And so here you see that I kind of took one of the phrase stickers from the Snow and Cocoa and I just snipped out December, and I put December is all about hope. And so I'm just journaling here, just, you know, what hope is, I guess, to me in this month. And I wrote a few things like, you know, hope for the better days ahead, hope for health and healing, hope for safety and comfort, hope for closure, hope for a wonderful new year in 2021. And so I'm just kind of manifesting that idea of hope in this book. I really want my December daily to be very light, to be very reflective and kind of uplifting. I don't want it to be heavy. I don't want it to be a burden. I just kind of want to sit down and just play in it for a few minutes each day. And so far, these first 2 days, I've managed to sit down and play for a few days, and I kept it really simple and very light and very quick and like no stress. And so that's kind of what I want this book to be about. And so that's what I'm journaling here in sort of my reasons why page. And so this is another day, obviously, and I am working on my day 1 spread. And so not much happened day 1 because I spent literally all of the day, the whole day, editing a video, my favorite scrapbooking supplies video, so the video before this one. I spent the whole day editing that, and so I didn't really have much time for anything else since I was busy editing that. So I just kind of pulled out a photograph from my stash. It is one of my little tier thing that I have on my desk, with my little handmade dolly there, and that hello. And so since it's the first day, I thought it would be nice just to have that hello thing there. And I just not paper clipped, I stapled with my tiny attacher the day 1 piece there, and I'm just putting it on this the page where the calendar is, and the back has that beautiful paper person shop paper on it. It's black and white, so I think the really colorful photo kind of pops off of that page. And so for the sheet music page, I'm actually layering up a different, no, actually just one piece of paper from Sue's Fish and a journaling card that I've had in my stash since my Hip Kit Club days. This is from the 2016 Hip Kit December Daily Kit, and I love both sides of it. The one side said like notes from today, and the other side said like my favorite things, and both colors match. But I ended up going with the notes from today because I really just wanted to jot down that I spent my entire day editing this video, because that's literally all I did. And you see here that I kind of jumped to day 2, and so I'm doing day 1 and day 2 simultaneously, basically on the same day. And for day 2, I think I start out by fussy cutting a bunch of these cute little cat illustrations. They're actually from a Kiki K free printable, and so if you were into Kiki K planners whenever the craze was, their planners at the beginning of each month would say visit the planner lovers page on the KUK website, and there will be like a free something, either a coupon code for something or a printable. But they've been doing a lot of printables lately, along with like your coupon code and everything. And the printable for this month is these cute little cats, like in sweaters, playing with tinsel, have the Christmas lights on them. It's so cute, and the colors kind of match my scheme a little bit, but I thought they were so adorable that I'm like, I need to print this out and use it. I will leave the link to the page on the KKK website because anyone can access it as long as you know it's like paper lovers. It's like kkk.com/paperlovers, something like that, but I will definitely leave the link down below. It's free for everyone to just download and print it off and use it in their books. And so yeah, I don't have a cat, but I thought they were cute, and so I really wanted to use one, and so I ended up fuzzy cutting one that I don't end up using, and then I end up fuzzy cutting the little cat with the green tinsel just to put there on the left-hand page. So my left-hand page is just going to be kind of like a filler page. I'm going to layer some things on top there, and on the right-hand side is where I will do my journaling for the day. So yeah, I am working on the journaling spot, and I've decided to use this. It's kind of like an ombre color swatch piece. It came in the Felicity Jane Cocoa kit. The paper pack in that kit came with like this extra kind of paper branding strip that had the color swatches of all the colors from the kit, and so they're really cute. They kind of look like paint swatches, and so I've decided to use the mint green blue one here, and I just layered some ripped sheet music behind it, and I end up stapling the number 2 on the top there. But I'm just trying to figure out what to add to this page. I didn't really have much going on the second day, so what I decided to do was I took these prompts. I printed out Seuss Fish's prompts for December Daily. She has them on her blog. I will, again, try to leave a link in the description box down below. And I took the prompt from day one, which was 3 things you're grateful for, because I thought that would be really handy to kind of journal a little bit of gratitude. And I thought it was so fitting that the Felicity Jane piece had 3 boxes. And so I'm like, oh, 3 things that I'm grateful for. It's perfect. Like it was meant to be. And so what I end up doing is I snip out the actual prompt because I want to include it tucked along the side there edge of the paint swatch thing. And then I'm going to journal the 3 things that I'm grateful for in the 3 boxes. And so I'm just kind of fussing around with different pieces just to embellish the page. I end up pulling out a chipboard piece that says XO and another one that's like just a mint green heart and layering them there. And then you see here that I go back to day 1 because I'm like, oh, I'd never embellished day 1. And so I am like just looking through all of my things, trying to figure out what I can embellish day 1 with. I looked through Mrs. stickers, I looked through everything. I ended up pulling out some puffy stickers that I had not in with my kit, but like just in my stash. They're from Pink Fresh Studio, and it was just like a floral and and leaves, but the colors matched the page really well, and so I decided to use that on the corner there of where my journaling would go. And then on the photo, I decided to use this Today's Story. I've had that in my kit. That is actually from the 2016 Hip Kit Club. I believe that it was from that kit, and I just kind of put it there on my photo. So Today's Story, and that little circle puffy that was in the middle of the floral, I just kind of put it onto the day 1 little ticket there. And yeah, so that's basically this page. I just end up doing my journaling here, and again, I'm just journaling about how I spent the entire day editing that video, and that how I'm actually really proud of how it turned out. I just journaled about that and how my video came out pretty good. And so now I'm back at day 2, and I'm using these kind of bluish, I think they're called Ocean, I think that's the color, alphas, these little perfect little alphas from the Paper Person shop. And what I've done is I've just numbered each box, so 1, 2, and 3, and then I decided to go back and label each box as well. And so the first thing that I'm grateful for is life. The second one I put family, and the last one I put love. And I go and I end up journaling about those different things in each of the boxes. Number 1 is life. I put, my safety, my health, the fact that I'm still living. It's like this whole story from when I was in I think 3rd grade. Our teacher, he asked us all what we wanted to be when we grew up. And so we went around the room and everyone said all the things that they wanted to be when they grew up. And then he had asked us to look at the poster that was on the blackboard of a little girl, and he asked us, what do you think she wants to be when she grows up? And nobody got the answer right. And so after a while of nobody getting it right, he said that she wanted to be alive when she grew up because she lived in a 3rd world country, and the mortality rate for children, they didn't have very long life spans. And so this little girl, her, I guess, goals in life is to be alive when she became an adult. And I don't know why that stuck with me so much. And so when I say that I'm grateful for life, I am grateful for actually being alive, because I know there are people in this world who don't get that opportunity to live as long as I have. And so, and then, this year has been such a whirlwind for everyone, and I know a lot of people lost loved ones, and so I'm just kind of grateful for that, for my health, for my safety, and that I am alive. For the second one, I put family, and I just kind of encompassed my family, my dog, my friends, my close friends, everyone that means a lot to me. They're like family. And then for the last one, I wrote love, and I just wrote that I am grateful for love, because that even in the darkest of times, there's still room for love. And again, that is just a sentiment because of the year that we've had. You realize that there's a lot of people caring for a lot of people right now, and just people helping each other, and there's just a lot of love. It's just, it doesn't really get broadcast very much for some reason. But yeah, so I just kind of wrote that I'm grateful for that it still permeates even through all of this that we went through. And so those are my pages 0 through 2, really, in my December daily. I really hope you all enjoyed this process. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!